What up, y'all? So I lost like 30 grand in the market like 2 days ago or yesterday. And I'll tell you guys, like, obviously when it comes to the market fluctuates. Like, I'm back up today, like half of that loss. And we speak a lot about emotional attachment when it comes to money. And yeah, like at this point, I've gone through it so many times. I've seen so many of my marketing accounts go down. I've seen so many unprofitable days and many profitable days as well. But people get down on themselves when they see unprofitable days, especially when you're starting early on. A lot of your days are going to be unprofitable, especially if you're running any product-based business where you're spending money on marketing, any B2C business where you guys are selling any sort of physical products, digital products to consumers, businesses, whatever it is, and you're spending money on marketing, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, whatever it is, you're selling on Shopify. You guys are most likely going to see unprofitable days, especially early on, especially when you guys don't know what you're doing, playing around with your ad account, trying to optimize. You're going to see unprofitable days. When you're in the market, you're going to see unprofitable days. It's inevitable. It's inevitable because there's going to be days where the market's going to be down. And as long as your profits outweigh your losses, that's fine. Now, when it comes to you spending money on marketing, it doesn't matter to lose money. The reason being is as long as you're analyzing the data or the data properly and you understand your KPIs, or you get to learn your KPIs and you understand the metrics from a knowledge and an experience standpoint, where hey, you might not know what you're doing, but based off the numbers that you read today, you'll have a better idea of what to do tomorrow. And that's how all these things work. There's no clear path to success. I see a lot of people talk about how to reach success, the clear path to success, having no vision for success. You don't know how to get there. Everybody's journey is different. Some people might have similar stories, but everybody's journey is different. There's no way that two people do the exact same thing with the exact same outcome when it comes to business. You could have a similar outcome, but the outcome is not going to be exactly the same. One person might go start investing into trading, become a day trader, and make X amount of money, go invest that into Bitcoin at a decent price. That shoots up exponentially. They use that money to invest it in business. You might have another person that does the complete opposite and starts a business, uses the money from the business, and goes to invest it into another avenue to double or triple their income. So there's a lot of different ways that one can reach an end goal. But the one thing that people have in common is one, the ambition, and two, the drive to go out and actually start something from the ground up. It takes that initial click to have that light bulb in your mind and that fire lit up under your ass for you to just get up and go do something. And that's what it comes down to. So when I tell you guys, I lost 30K in the market, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care, because in the grand scheme of things, I know that I'm gonna make it back. It's gonna go back up. And if you make emotional decisions and you go sell because you're afraid of that one bad day, you know what I did? I started to buy more. Because I'm like, you know what? The market's down. I have a little bit of extra cash. I'm gonna throw it back into the market. And I just have to play my cards right. And obviously there's always gonna be a risk involved, and I understand the risk involved. And if whatever happens and I lose that money, God forbid I lose that money, shit, I can make it back. I'm gonna just figure it out. And you always have to have that mindset. If you figure it out, you'll always be good. If you're a person that can solve problems in business, here's the biggest thing. The people that are the most likely to be successful, and let me not even say the most likely to be successful, let me say the people that are the most successful are the ones that can solve issues the quickest, the ones that come up with the best solution for their issues. We're entrepreneurs, we're business owners. We solve problems. That's literally, in a nutshell, what we do. Think about the business as a whole. To what benefit does your business serve people? Well, there's a problem somewhere that has to be solved, and you find the problem and you solve it, and you sell the solution to that issue. So your foundation, already as is a problem solver. Now, even if, let's say you're selling a product that isn't necessarily deemed problem solving, like it's not in healthcare, it's not in whatever, and it's not necessarily deemed problem solving, it still solves some sort of problem. Let's say the product has wow factor and it's used for entertainment purposes. Well, the problem that you're solving is boredom. The fuck just happened? The problem that you're solving is boredom and things of that nature. The problem that you're solving and that you have to appeal to when it comes to the problem that you're solving, depending on obviously what niche or niche you're selling in, is appealing to that pain point to the person that you're selling to. So you find that pain point and you provide them with a solution. So as a whole, as a business owner, you're already selling something that is solving a problem one way or another, right? They always say features tell and benefits sell. So you always have to display the benefit of the service or product that you're selling in order to sell it, as opposed to speaking on the features of one given product or service. Now, when it comes down to it in a little bit more of a deeper manner, when it comes to the whole business, you're always going to run into issues within your business. So not only is your product or service problem solving, but you're always going to run into a problem within your business. So the quicker that you're able to flip the switch and solve those problems and be able to overcome those issues, the faster you're going to be able to go back uphill, right? They always talk about business is up and down, up and down, up and down. The down is always a problem. You always ran into a problem. When you see some sort of downhill battle when it comes to your company and your overall growth, it's always because you ran into an issue. There's an issue somewhere that has to be solved. And to mitigate the amount of time between finding your way back uphill and continuing to go downhill is literally just how quickly and how efficiently you can find a solution. Is your solution temporary? Is your solution something that is going to last a long time? When you find honestly, let me put it like this. There's different types of problem solvers. You have one that will literally just offset the issue, and it might offset it for a little given time, and that problem is going to arise again, and you know it's going to arise again. And then there's also solutions that are eternal and everlasting, and let's say bulletproof, are almost bulletproof. And obviously those bulletproof solutions typically take a lot longer to develop, but are a lot more efficient long term. Those temporary solutions don't last forever and might not be the most efficient solution, but they might be a good solution at a given time to keep you on your feet and to keep you in a decent position so that you can build out that bulletproof solution. So you just have to understand what position you're in, what time you have to invest, what you need, what other problems you have to deal with. Because when it comes down to it, you might not only be dealing with one problem at any given time, you might be dealing with 5, 6, 7 problems. So you have to figure out how to most efficiently solve all these issues. And that's how you maintain a healthy business. That's how you maintain healthy growth. It's a matter of you being able to find those problems within your business, within your company, and be able to solve them in an efficient manner that allows you to mitigate your risk, for one, and two, allows you not to deal with them again. It's almost inevitable, especially as you scale up. You might have a problem where, let's say in a hypothetical situation, you might have an issue where you need somebody to communicate with clients. And as you scale up your business, well, you might need somebody else because there's too many clients on board now. You don't know how to manage all of them. You have one person in charge of them, and you need to have a couple people doing the same thing at the same time. So the thing is, it's a matter of you being able to develop those systems. It's systems of operation in your business. And a lot of people don't understand this. People think that you could just go out, start a business, and you could do all this stuff by yourself. You're not going to be able to scale your business by your own. That's a fact in any business. And that's one thing that I realized, and I realized that the hard way, because I always had a hard time working with people because I don't trust people, for one. And two, it's hard to find solid people that are going to thug it out with you, thug it out for you, and do things the same way you would do them for them. Like, I have a very high expectation of people. So when I meet people and I bring people in, I always believe a lot higher than what they believe in themselves. And because of that, it puts me in a position where it's difficult because I'm like, yo, just do this, just do this. And I always provide solutions to their problems, but some people don't even want solutions for their problems. They just offset them and offset them and offset them. You have to be able to have a good eye and a good intuition for the people that you allow within your company. And they have to have your best interests at heart the same way that you have their best interests at heart. It's a matter of you actually being able to care for the people that you work with and develop something collectively to have one end goal, one collective end goal together. And I think that's why it's a difficult position to be in. It doesn't take a lot, but it's difficult to find. So I want to come back to the base of this video and talk about the whole emotional perspective to it when it comes to finances. And I think the biggest thing is to put yourself in a situation where you understand money, you see money, and money doesn't turn you on anymore. I think that's a good way to put it, because money turns on a lot of people, and that's why most people don't end up succeeding, because you're chasing the wrong thing. You have to chase the growth. You have to chase the systems that will be able to generate this income for you, as opposed to anything else. Too many people chase the money and chase selling and chase what's going to generate revenue, but not in an exponential way and not in a sustainable way. So when it comes down to it, you guys have to chase the growth, chase the systems, and chase the operation that will be a well-oiled machine that will allow you to generate revenue consistently, efficiently, and maintain a steady pace when it comes to growth. A lot of people sometimes start running a business, scale too fast to the point where their cash flow can't necessarily sustain it, and then their business crashes. A lot of people launch a business, generate the income, and just think that, okay, money's coming in now, I can kind of stop what I'm doing and just let it be and let it ride out. And then a lot of times it dies down. So you guys have to understand, like, when it comes to this stuff, if you're gonna invest your time, invest your energy, invest your money into it, make sure that you're doing something that you know you could do to the fullest of your ability, because the second that you give up on it and the second your clock starts ticking and starts running out, all the money you made is gonna start catching up to you, and that cash flow is gonna start running out. Because people think you come in, you make a whole bunch of money, and you just run off with it when it comes to business, and you can't do that. This stuff, businesses are always cash flow based. Let's say you go and you start selling products on a Shopify store to customers, you sell $1 million in products, you're gonna start getting chargebacks if you don't keep running your business, you don't keep running your customer service. You're gonna start getting chargebacks. People are gonna start leaving bad reviews online. People are gonna start bashing you. People are gonna start doing this. And yes, you might say you might not care, you might do whatever you can to mitigate it. But the thing is, if you completely stop and you don't pay it any mind, don't pay it any attention, that's what's gonna happen, and eventually it'll crash and burn and fall on your face. So you guys have to be able to build out systems. I'm not saying that you personally have to look at this every day, but you have to invest the funds where they are necessary in order to keep people satisfied, in order to always have your clients or your customers' best interests at heart. You have to be able to put those people in those situations to the point where it's not going to crash and burn in your face. So if it's something that you don't necessarily see yourself investing time and energy into, you're going to have to hire the people to do it. You're going to have to put the money up in order to create something that's sustainable and to create something that's not going to just crash and burn in your face. You have to put the money up for it. And that's how things work in this business, man. Like, you have to be able to put the money up for it. So with that being said, I'm about to just get to the gym here. And yeah, that's gonna bring us to the end of today's video. And once again, there's no clear path to success, guys. You guys have to map your own path. You have to do what works for you, and you have to try different things. We all are programmed differently, and what works for me might not necessarily work for you, and what works for you might not necessarily work for me, and what works for me might work for you in a similar way. So take the information that I'm giving you and apply it to your own understanding of what I'm saying, and develop your own understanding of what you have to do in order to reach your path to success. Everybody's path is different. Everybody's circumstances are different. I might start today, and the opportunities that I have today aren't necessarily opportunities that you're gonna have today or tomorrow. You might have to take different opportunities that I might not have necessarily had, or you might have to create different opportunities for yourself that, you know, might not have been available to other people at a given time. So take advantage of just getting started today. Do something today that you didn't do yesterday. Continue to develop yourself in every way possible. Try to be the best version of yourself. Work, understand that there's people that are depending on you in your future, including yourself. The biggest letdown is letting down yourself, knowing that you have the potential to achieve something and you just don't strive to do it, and then your life is fucked up. So just don't put you guys yourself in that type of position or that predicament, because it's gonna be the death of you and you guys are gonna regret it your whole life. So keep grinding, y'all. Stay focused. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys are struggling with, and I'll be able to get back to you guys with a response video. And aside from that, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.